Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wanted to start with that. I was in the very first, I guess, virtual, which was a little bit over a year and a half ago in October, and um, it. I was amazed that I could write 15,000 words in a weekend, and I didn't do the pre-work then. Um, there's so much happening in my life at that time, and yes, it did ground me. And I also really saw that it just boosted me. I was listening to that it was time to write a book that very morning, and then I heard the invitation to your program, and I thought, I have to do this. I don't know what this is, but I have to do it. And I had said like the year before that I was going to write a book, and that morning I was just like, oh, I haven't written a book. And then that's when it happened. The invitation came on over the radio. So those 15,000 words, I mean, I took on a storytelling event and different things that helped me just push myself back into writing. And then, yeah, that was the most help that I got from that weekend. And I lost that whole thing. I really never seen those 15,000 words again. I, of course, had some of the stories already, and that was an opening too. This one is different because I looked forward to it for so long, and then there was a conflict with my daughter is in town, and I rarely see her. So I stuck to my guns and did this program anyway, and I'm seeing her in the evening. She's here very briefly. She'll be gone tomorrow. So that's a growth in itself, and I do get to be proud of myself for doing this. And also, I learned that I could smile while I'm writing, and I usually have fun in my life everywhere else. So why not here? So I have 3 books going on at once, and this one though is my Me Too story, and I was able to tell it. I didn't finish completely, but I'm just about there. I was able to tell it in a new way from having been healed, and leave the real trauma out of it, because it's not what it's there for. So I was really amazed, and it felt more organized than anything I've done. I did also not do the pre-work, and I really saw that yesterday in the morning that was missing. Friday was my actual grace day. I wrote probably 9,500 words about on that day, and it all flowed. And then Saturday, it was, the thinking got in there. But the other thing that it gave me was, actually, in the moment of my trauma, I did leave my body to be comforted by God. And you mentioned that in the beginning, let yourself, something like, be comforted by God. And I got to renew that and use it as a tool, that every time I'm off track in the writing, to go ahead and sink back into that. The numbers, the people, because I do energy work, that's my whole thing. And I was just also present to the numbers of the people in this community I knew were also helping. And yeah, I think that's very important to acknowledge always. And I do an energy call on Wednesdays to send intentions with others for that purpose, because it's always miraculous. And this was miraculous. So thank you very much.